please. Hold, 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 please.
Hello, babes. Hello. Bonjour. Bonjour. Buonasera. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I am so happy to be back. I have been away from you for far too long and I missed you. Did you miss me? I missed you. So many things have happened and we're going to get to some of that stuff in a moment. My goodness. Oh, first of all, this hair, I'm ready to take it out. I'm ready to take the braids out. I've only had them in for two months. I got them in July, so August, September, and now we're getting ready to go into October, but I probably will have these out before then. But they have served me well. They have traveled with me far and wide, and ready to give my hair a little break, change up the style a little bit, let my hair breathe, and then I am going to do something else, do another braided style, because I kind of like this. Getting up in the morning, not having to do hair works for me, really works for me. So today I'm going to be first, let me pop a hauls because I came back with a little something extra from my European excursions. I came back, look at me, still dropping ish like a pigeon, but I didn't drop it all. Didn't empty out in my lap. That's good. I came back with a cold. So excuse me in advance for any sneezing or coughing that I may do during this live stream, because I absolutely will. Hopefully, now that I have the holes in my mouth, it will minimize the amount of coughing that I do. Doesn't help with the sneezing, though. Just fair warning, doesn't help with sneezing. Okay, so we are back. I am back. And I wanted to, oh, I see some eyes in the chat. Hey, eyes. um, Wanted to share with you some things about my trip to Paris. We'll get to Rome, I think, in another video. Maybe the next week's live will be on. See, already starting, better not sneeze. I told him that I've been like coughing and sneezing because, Rome gave me a cold. And I'm just like, I just don't understand how these Roman people move about life and just do not cover their hands and mouth when they sneeze and cough. Ergo, I got a cold. So we're going to try to keep this moving. And I am going to put on some of my Parisian stuff. When I stop at something new that I picked up in my travels, I will highlight that product. But I thought I would just get it moving and just talk it through. All right. So first things first, happy birthday to me. Man, oh man, oh man. Did I not enjoy my birthday? Oh, excuse me. Sponsored by the man. Okay. Sponsored by the man. That's how my sponsor wanted to be shouted out in the video. He's the man. He's my man, but he's the man. For doing a fantastic job on my birthday. And ladies, when your man plans something for you for your birthday or for any day, you're like, can he plan as well as I can plan? Does he think of the details? Does he think of contingency plans? Does he, will he be able to think on his feet and do things? Honey, when I tell you, babes, flawless from beginning to end. 10, 10, 10 across the board. Sponsored by the man, did a magnifique job putting this together for me. I mean, from beginning to end, amazing. Now, there were some things, that happened along the way. And like I said, when you are talking about planning a trip of this magnitude, you have to leave room for contingencies, right? Stuff will inevitably go wrong or happen. It's Murphy's Law. It happens. So we got to the airport fine, perfect. Made it in plenty of time to like hang out the lounge. So you'll see us at the Italian Airways lounge, which was, very, very nice. I wasn't expecting much because I never heard of ITA Airlines or the lounge, but it was very, very nice, very lovely. So we were there, champagne. They had a full spread of food. They had croissants and, anything you could think of to want, they had it. All right, we're going to start off with the new Dior Forever Skin Perfect. This is the foundation. Now, this had already come out before I left, but I did not have time to get it while when I was first going in. And I was just like, oh man, I really wanted to try it on the vacation, blah, blah, blah. But I figured, after the vacation, we can try it again too. So got a line and said, yep, you have to do contingencies. Got to pull a Batman just in case things go wrong. Exactly right. Exactly right. So, y'all men know stuff. the men that really, focus on their woman and what their woman wants. So let me stop there for a second because I got to back up for a moment. How we even got here to plan this trip. So for as long as I can remember, I've always talked about Italy and how that was my dream place to go. I've always wanted to go. I never got a chance to go. I really want to go. And every time I tried to plan a trip to Italy, something, I guess, again, would inevitably go wrong. This is the shade 5N. Gotta look because, yep, 5N for the stick foundation, which I thought at first was going to be too light for me. But as you can see, it blends in really well. I haven't even blended it in yet. And you can already tell, like, this is my skin. This is my people right here. These are my people. These are my people. And so I've always talked about Italy, Italy, Italy. Love Italy. Now, I don't remember ever speaking to him about Paris, but that has also been a dream of mine. My father had always wanted me to learn French. And actually, I took a few years of French in school. So I always, I had an affinity for it, but I never kept it up. And I was like, really? I don't really want to learn French. Like, nobody I know speaks French. And my father was like, well, you have to learn it, not for the people you know now, but for the people you will meet in your life as you grow up and travel the world and do different things. It's one of the most spoken languages in the world. And I was like, you know how we kids are, right? Okay, Dad, whatever. I'll learn it. And I like half behind it, you know what I mean? In terms of like learning it, like I picked it up, but I wasn't really like retaining the information. But one thing about the human brain, like even if you are not really feeling the language, you absorb the language. Because once I started restudying it again, I was surprised at how much I retained from those years before of learning the language. So I was like, oh, perfect, perfect. So getting back to how we got there. So I guess I had told this to him that I wanted to go to Paris, or maybe he thought, we'll do Paris first. It's a romantic time. I don't know how he got to Paris, y'all. I don't know how he did it, but he did it and I loved it. And I loved it. And when he told me the itinerary, I was like so excited. And then I started like putting my hands in it and planning stuff and like doing different things. And he retained like some of the stuff I was really passionate about that I wanted to see. So I was able to see those things. And then some new things popped up and some new things that I remembered. And we were able to throw some of those things in there too. So all in all, good, wise choice for going to Paris. So for the Paris trip, we were spending a week in Paris. We got there on Monday and we actually flew overnight. So we flew on Sunday and arrived on Monday morning. Was it morning or afternoon? Like morning-ish, late morning. And got our bags. We were priority. First of all, hold on. I'm going too fast. Let me get into the plane. So the plane, large plane, has two sides to it. So first class, which is actually business class, goes in one part of the plane. And then everybody else, main cabin and beyond, goes in another part of the plane. So the only time that I saw other people who were in, the main cabin was when we were first getting on the plane. Once we got to a certain point, they veered off and they had their separate entrance to go in, and then we had our separate entrance to go in. Really fancy. And then just my Dior. This is not new. This is what I've been using. Actually, I need to get another new one. I need to actually start putting together my list of what I want to get from Sephora, because I'm sure that sale is coming up soon, and I have some favorites that I'm looking at that I want to, one, re-up on, like my skincare and stuff, and then some makeup that I want to repurchase that I love, like this. And then there are a couple of new things that I want to get while I'm still a Rouge member. I think next year might be my last year for Rouge. We'll see. In any case, so we got to our pods, and because we both like the aisle seats, that made it really easy to do business class, because essentially both of the aisle seats were together. But he was on one aisle and I was on the other aisle. And we had like a little partition. Drop a roll up the partition, please. So we had like a little partition between us, but the pods were upright. But when we take off, you have the option, and especially overnight, to sleep like this. So the pods completely fold out so that your head is laying completely flat and your feet are actually elevated on like a little like lift, like a little cushion lift, so that your feet are slightly elevated, which helps a lot if you suffer from edema, or you have blood clots or something like that, where you need to keep your legs elevated. That was perfect for that. Now, prior to me getting on the plane, I had fallen in the house, as you guys know, and my foot has still not recovered. Like, I definitely know I fractured something. So hopefully, I'm going to a podiatrist this week that my main primary doctor recommended. So hopefully he'll be able to take some x-rays and really show me what's going on, because it's not what we thought it was. It definitely feels like I fractured something. So that'll be this week. But I was still having problems with it as I was getting on the plane. So I knew I was going to have to kind of limit movement and going and doing too much. But of course, I didn't do that because I'm excited. And this is my first time in the city, first time in the continent of Europe. And yeah, I kind of did a little team too much, but we'll get to that on the pod. So you can sit up, you can watch movies, you can listen to music, all that stuff. Yeah, I know. I got to be careful. Got it, Lion. I know. I'm getting to a particular age, so I do know that I need to slow down and not do team too much. But again, this is me we're talking about. So although I say it, I don't really practice it as much as I should, which is why we're in this drama. But I digress. So we're on the pod, and I brought along my face mask because, a girl's got to hydrate on these planes with like forced air and all that. So I brought those, and then I brought my under eye mask because, ladies got to moisturize the situation underneath her eyes too. Mm-hmm. So I brought that along. But they gave us, and I don't think I brought that with me. Hold, please. Let me see if I brought it with me. I'm just gonna stop the camera. I'm not gonna do the whole please, but I'm gonna stop the camera for a minute, see if I put it on the side so you can see what I got on the outbound flight. Hold please. Just you can hear the sound of my voice, but I wanted to see if I brought it with me. I might have it still downstairs, and I think I do. All right, so in any case, it'll be in one of my blogs because it's not up here. Sorry, I thought it was. If I remember, somebody remind me that you want to see it. I'll run downstairs and get it for you. Matter of fact, you know what? Hold please. Let me just run downstairs and get it. Why am I being so lazy? Hold please. Y'all don't mind, do you? Hold.
Hold please. Hold please. Hold please.
All right, I'm back. That was quicker than I thought. Oh, I forgot to close the door. Because Dream is up here and I don't want her to run outside of this door, which she exactly went to the door to do. Okay, we're back. So on my seat was our pillow, which I bring my own pink and green pillow, which I use instead of their pillow. But they also gave us these slippers, which we can put on the plane. I was like, they have my feet in it, so I'm not going to leave them. You know, the old grandma juju, ness of me. I was like, I either want to throw them out myself and make sure they're gone or take them with me because they had my feet in them. Anywho, went and also picked up, yes, gotta bring my lucky pillow and it's pink and green and my line sister gifts. I travel with that everywhere. So whether it's business travel, personal travel, wherever I go, my pink and green pillow goes with me. So that pillow has been with me for a long time. I want to say almost 20 years. Almost 20 years. Because I've been with my line since 28 years. That's the longest relationship I've ever been in. 28 years with my line sister. But so I brought that and I used that. The slippers, you just saw that. And then they gave us this case. So cute. So it has the red Delta zipper. I'm not going to hold that to them. I've got like my personal stuff in here. So I took some things with me. Yeah, you got to have a lucky talisman when you travel, to give you good vibes, good travel vibes. All right, so I'm taking my personal stuff out so I can just show you what they gave us. So they gave us an eye mask, which I have downstairs in another bag. So just trust me, it's a beautiful eye mask. It's felt inside, so that lays on your eyes. So it's just really comfortable to wear. So I wore that for when I went to sleep so I can put my eye mask underneath. So I had my little gel mask, eye mask underneath that. And then inside here from them, they had the Clarins Paris This is the Beauty Flash Balm. This is a tightening and radiance boosting serum. So they had that. And you can put this wherever you're feeling dry. So, on your pores, underneath your eyes, wherever you need, extra little something. They also gave us the, what is this called? This is toothpaste, but it's in French. And like I said, my French is a work in progress. But it's made with spring water. So this is the Beaucoup Therm. So they gave us toothpaste because, you don't need no funky breath on the plane, especially when you sit next to each other. But everybody was spread out. So it wasn't like I was sitting next to someone. The person I was sitting next to, the closest, was my travel companion. So me and my man were together. Then we had a bamboo toothbrush. So I actually have two of these because I got another one on the way back. And then not the work on progress, French by numbers. Listen, un, deux, trois, quatre. I know that. Bonjour and a couple of other words. Listen, it's a work in progress, okay? I'm working on it. We also got the Clarins Essential, and this is a moisturized quencher and matte gel. So again, hydrates. And in the bathrooms, we had full sizes of the Clarins, like hand wash, face wash, and they had like a toner that you can also use. And they had cotton rounds. Like I felt like they knew I was going to be there. They were like, oh, Bella's coming on this plane, so let's pull out like the good stuff. And in the lounge, before we got to the plane, there was a Clarins like little spa, and we were supposed to get massages done. I forgot. I forgot totally. And then, of course, they gave you earplugs to use. So that is the little bag that I got from Clarins, sponsored by Clarins, on the flight going. Now, on the flight coming back, remember, I went to Rome for a week. So I'm going to show you that one next week. We'll do like an Italian theme. Like this theme today was more centered on my Paris excursion. And then next week will be centered on my Italian excursion. So yes. Oh no, you got to do Bessie. I can't speak French for nothing. Now, German, I got that, and Japanese on lock. Now, Japanese, I heard, is the hardest language to learn. Japanese is what I heard is the hardest language to learn. I would love to tackle that. But let me get French down pat, and then I'll get back to you on that. But I would love to learn. I would love to learn Japanese. Yeah, I know it is. Hey, West Haven Forever, always and forever. Welcome in. A lot of great makeup. Yes, and let me get to that because I've been chattering away and not showing you the makeup. So, touchdown, got into a taxi. I was trying to decide whether for eye makeup, hang on, I'm going all over the place today. If I should show you my Dior limited edition that I hunted down. I forgot what year this came out, but this was Nightbird, and it was sold out everywhere, but I had to have this. You know why? The greens, the bluish greens, all the things I love. But I had to have it, but I searched high and low for this thing. And then once I got it, I might have used it 3 times. Hadn't picked it up at all. So I'm going to use this a little bit along with my Chanel which is another totally different color pattern. Let me show you that one. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. Maybe I'll use the cream colors with the mauve. So here is the Chanel. Again, this is one of those ones that I kind of hunted down. So I didn't pick this up during my trip, but because of my trip and because like I'm being inspired by all of these like mauve wine colors, mauve colors, it's like I'm loving it. So I'm thinking I'll use like some brown, some mauve, and then inner corner I'll use this color here, and that'll be our eye look today. All right, so let me prep my eyelids while I tell you about our taxi driver. So our taxi driver is taking us to the hotel, and he is cut off by a female on a bicycle. Now, if you've ever been to Paris, you know it is very much a bicycle town. Like that's the primary mode that they use to like get around. So they have to share the road. Sometimes they don't like to share, which was the case with our taxi driver and the bicycle person. So essentially, the person on the bike cuts off our driver, and he's pissed about it. Let me grab a rougher brush to smooth out this primer. I just used Pat McGrath's primer. Trying to find a flathead brush. Okay. She cuts him off, and apparently he didn't like that. So he commences to cursing her out in French. Now I gotta tell you something. I don't know the French curses because, like I said, I'm a work in progress trying to figure all of this out. But I'm gonna tell you, French cursing, I'm gonna learn that because I don't know what he said to her, except I kind of heard a "see you next Tuesday" kind of word in there, and then I looked it up, and it was a "see you next Tuesday" word. I'm not gonna say it here because I don't like the "see you next Tuesday" word, but he said the "see you next Tuesday" word, and she said some things to him that I don't know what she said. I can't even describe. Like we were trying to turn the translator on to figure it out because we nosy. We want to hear what they were saying. So we tried to turn the translator on so we could, hear, what the conversation is and translate it. But they were going so fast, and we didn't have like Wi-Fi or anything in the taxi. So, it's pulling the signals and it's trying to make heads or tails of what they're both saying, but it wasn't coming out complete sense. Like it was giving us a few words, but not everything. But man, oh man, that was an entertaining moment for like a smooth 3 minutes, but good entertainment for 3 minutes. Okay. My French speakers, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about this because I'm quite sure y'all know some words more than to see you next Tuesday. Y'all gonna have to put your brown girl Bella up on game because I didn't know. It sounds so smooth, and I'm all about the smooth curse out. Every now and then, everybody needs one. A smooth curse out will just lift your spirits. I'm from Brooklyn. You know how we do. A smooth curse out is always in vogue. Okay? Because inevitably somebody gonna take you there, right? It happens. And when it does, I want to be able to cuss you out in a language you don't even understand, baby. Like, I mean, sure, probably do it in Spanish, but it just doesn't give the same je ne sais quoi that French would do. Like, come on. Come on. That is hot. Y'all ain't let me know that y'all had it going on like that. Oh, so cool. Come on. Good stuff. Good stuff, y'all. French speakers. So yeah, so that was a good entertainment moment. And then we get to the hotel. And the hotel that we went to was very like boutique, very Parisian, but Italian at the same time because it was named for Leonardo da Vinci. And so, they had a lot of like essence of him in there. Of course, they had the picture of the Mona Lisa in there. And we're going to talk about Mona Lisa in a moment because I don't know if y'all know, but I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know about this Mona Lisa nonsense. Okay? Okay? We'll get to that. So, very, very tiny, very small. Also, bonehead me, I forgot that I needed a European adapter because they all have European plugs there. However, get you a good hotel that have them available so throughout your trip you can use it. And then when you finish and you're leaving, going back to, wherever you're going to, the States or whatever, you can just leave it at the front desk with your hotel key. Clutch for me because I didn't have one. Of course, my babe is a Boy Scout, so of course he had one. So he was set, but I really needed one. So they let me borrow a plug. So I was able to plug in all of my electronic equipment and keep it moving. Also, beautiful plush robes. They also had slippers for us. And I loved it. And then we had this big wraparound. Was it in Italy? I think that was in Italy. Yes, I'm getting it mixed up. In Paris, we did have a balcony, but it was facing the courtyard. So it was like facing the inside of the courtyard of the hotel. And across from us was, I don't know if this woman lived in a hotel or if this was like her flat, her house, but she had a huge window. And at one point, she was speaking like really, really loudly and playing music. And I didn't mind because, I was just sitting out there enjoying my cafe au lait, being very Parisian myself. Ooh la la. And just enjoying her conversation, whatever she was talking about. But she was loud. And I was like, I did not realize some French people are loud. Not all of them, but some people are very, very loud. Now, of course, you're going to ask me the question that everyone asks when you hear about somebody going to Paris, right? Because I know I was thinking about that too. And that is, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, are they rude? I'll tell you this. I don't know, because some people were saying maybe because of the Olympics, they were like trying to be overly nice because they know that they have a bad reputation. However, they were extremely nice to me. And they also, wanted to talk more to me. I don't know if they thought that I was French or whatever. All I was doing was being very, very cordial and, saying bonjour and being very lively, typical me. But then they started talking. And I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. No parlez-vous français. Not that. I would not know. I'm from the Bronx. We slap fools. Yeah, we slap fools in Brooklyn too, and a lot of other things. But listen, I'm trying to be a kinder, gentler babe in this new year. New birthday, new year. Trying to be a kinder, gentler Bella, not trying to pop off. All the time. I'm trying at least. I'm trying. We'll see how it goes. Then tell them stuff on German. Yeah, I heard German is it's not a hard language, but it's a very rough language. Like, how I was saying everything that is said in French is very flowery and very like sing-songy, like it sounds really nice. But in German, I feel like y'all trying to attack us with the German. Like it feels very forceful. Like I saw Boris Cujo because he's German and he speaks German fluently. And I was watching him say something in German, and I was like, why does he sound angry when he speaks in German? Like, I could not get with that. So, I don't know about that because they already say, Brooklyn is too aggressive. Now, if I'm Brooklyn and speaking German, that might be too much for y'all. Y'all might not be able to handle all that. So, I don't know. I don't know about that one. We're going to put some black eyeliner on because frankly, I didn't see one French woman who didn't have black eyeliner on, daytime or nighttime. So I was like, oh, good thing I packed one myself so I can join you. But I really didn't use it that much in the day. I might have worn it twice during the day. I mostly wore black eyeliner at night. But they are very, very light with their makeup application. So I was trying to also do the same. So during the day, I kept my makeup really, really light. And then at night, I would pop like my red lipstick on. I would do more mascara. I would, do a little bit more for the nighttime than I did for the day, which is what I do here in the States. And I have been doing in the States here for a while now. If you've been watching my show, we've been talking about, how we're doing less with more. Like we're putting on, our powders and all of that stuff and making our look very pristine and elegant. But it's all done with a very, very light touch so that it doesn't look like we have too much piled on. So we keep our same aesthetic in terms of like what we like to put on, but we still keep it very light and airy. So that's what I did when I was in Paris. And you'll see from the vlog that I'm still working on, y'all. I thought I had it done. And then I took a look at some pictures that the man posted on our Google. He also created an album. This is what I'm saying about thinking about everything. He also created a Google album for us so that we can dump like all of our photos in there. So we've got over 2,000 worth of photos and videos and stuff. So I'm trying to like go through and like pull out the best of the best for the Parisian first, because I figure we'd do Paris first because that was the first week, and then we'll do Italy. So hotel, like I said, really, really tiny. I don't even think I showed you like the full of the hotel. So I'll insert like little clips of what our hotel looked like. And I think there was one picture that I took where I'm facing the mirror, but there's like an ironing board in front of us because we had just finished ironing. And I had on my clothes. It was my birthday. So I had on the daytime birthday outfit. And I was trying to like show you how it looks from the front and from the back. So that's like the only picture, but you can see like most of the room from that view. And I'll tell you, it was so tiny. If I turned around, I'd probably changed my mind. That's how small it was. Sorry, China ain't gonna work. Oh my goodness, give me a break. Giving me this New York aggression today. I'm not ready to deal with New York aggression yet. I'm still, I'm in my soft Parisian era. Excuse you. This is the new Make Me Blush by Yves Saint Laurent. And again, this was out before I left. However, I was like, I want to get it in the shop in Paris. Like, how do we not go to Paris and not buy makeup? Not go to the Chanel store, not go to Yves Saint Laurent, not go to Dior and like get what we want, get what we need, babes. So I was lusting after this color, and you see it. Like, I love me some blush. So like, leave me alone. I love blush and I love piling it on. So hush. Plus, we're doing a nighttime Parisian look. In case I didn't cap. Hush. Never capping. Never capping. Anywho, so yeah, in case I didn't tell you, we're doing a nighttime look today. So we did all the things. We did the Eiffel Tower. And the Eiffel Tower, let me tell you, is beautiful. We went all the way up to the top, which they call the summit. And I have like footage of that. I have video of that. They have like a little champagne. They call it a champagne room, but it's really like the room is for them. And again, it's small, so it only fits the actual server. So he gives you the champagne in these like Moet Chandon plastic flutes. You can keep it if you want to afterwards. I got enough Moet Chandon stuff to last me a lifetime, so I did not keep mine. And we had, of course, rosé because it's my birthday. So rosé for my birthday. And then we went to this amazing, amazing restaurant that is also at the top. It is a Michelin star restaurant. So if you know anything, no New Yorker aggression, no cap, no extra cap. If you know anything about Michelin star restaurants, first of all, there's really no menu because you're beholden to the chef. He's an artist, so he's sensitive about his ish. So when you get there, again, my man thinking of everything. He knows what I don't like. He knows I got texture problems and I don't like whole tomatoes. I can't eat that kind of stuff. So he already put that in. She don't like mushrooms. She don't like tomatoes. She don't like coconut. Don't put that stuff in there. So they didn't. So when we tried like the tasting menu, if there were dishes that had those in there, I got a substitution for that, and he got the regular stuff because he eats anything. Like most of y'all men, y'all don't care about stuff. Y'all just eat whatever is in front of y'all. Y'all don't care. And I loved it. I loved everything. And you're going to see like the pictures of the food. If y'all are food porn stars like me, I love me some good food porn. Food pictures. You want to get to me? Yeah, food pictures. I loved everything. I ate let me stress this to you again. I ate everything. Okay? at that restaurant. Everything. And they serve it to you, they're all about the presentation. So they serve it to you really, really elegantly. So I was able to take some beautiful photos of that. And then we go through the courses. Now, you know how in America, United States, we usually do like, cheese. If you want to do like cheese as an appetizer, it usually comes in first. Surprisingly enough, that is not how they do it in Europe. In both Italy and in Paris, they serve the cheese towards the end of the meal. And it's more like just before you eat your dessert, you have that to kind of cleanse your palate and prepare it for the dessert. Shocking, blew my mind, but point to know in your Parisian excursions, if you want cheese as a part of your meal, it's not going to be in the beginning, it's going to be towards the end. Not that I mind at all. And they serve you a mixture of hard and soft cheeses. I'm not really a soft cheese girl. There's certain soft cheeses I like, but again, very picky. Texture issues. Hey, Sissy Byrne, nice to have you here. So again, yeah, I was like, I don't know about the soft cheese. I tried it, and I ate it all, but wasn't my favorite. Like the hard cheese they had, much more my steez. I love me some hard cheese. I don't care. I love it. Just give it here, pile it on my plate. And I like really spicy meats. Like the prosciutto, I'll fool with, and we'll get to that when we get to the Italian portion. But like the salamis and the spicy meats, the curated spicy meats, love. So we had that, and then my birthday cake. Birds coming in with the zinger hard. We all like it hard. Cheese, that is, Yeah. We like what we like, don't we? We like what we like. So, my birthday cake, chocolate. Again, he thought of everything. Chocolate. He knows I love chocolate. I don't care what it is, except for white chocolate. Yeah, I like white chocolate, which, if you know me, you know. If you know, you know. Not really a fan of the light skin chocolate. The dark skin chocolate, I love. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, semi-sweet. If it's dark, I'll eat it. I love it. Thank you. Give it to me. The darker, the better. Like I said, I'll do some brown skin milk chocolate. I can do that. But I love it. And it was like a ganache. So it was a mix of semi-sweet milk chocolate and dark chocolate. First of all, I couldn't eat it because at that point, we had already been through like so many courses. And like I said, I ate everything. So they packed it for me and they put it in like a little bag. And unbeknownst to me, they had put 2 full-size chocolates in the bag with my birthday cake. All right, let me read why I'm laughing. So Guided Lion said, so on the men eat anything comment, that's a note from me. I don't eat certain things, and there's certain things I cannot eat. I don't know about other men. Okay. Listen, this is Bella. This is not Bella After Dark. This is Sunday Sips. So we gonna try to be nice. But you telling me to focus, lady, focus. You started talking about chocolate. It's gonna happen. I like what I like. Anywho, So they gave me 2 dark chocolates, and they're in the refrigerator because I didn't want them to go soft. I like it hard. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist throwing that one in. So yeah, they're in the refrigerator. So I digress. Let me start on this mascara because y'all gonna have me out here going crazy. All right, so Eiffel Tower, check, wonderful. The next day, oh, I'm sorry, getting back to the same day, which is the birthday. That's the first full day I had there. Although the 16th was technically a full day, but that's a travel day. So usually that day they likes to rest. So we stayed in. And then I think we ordered in because he slept like a long time. So I was up. I think I did some shorts for y'all and did some other work and then took a shower, put on my little robe again, and waited for him to get up so we can eat. So we had a good meal on that first night. I don't remember what it was, but it was good. And then the second night was my birthday, Eiffel Tower dinner. And then we went to see Moulin Rouge. Now, Moulin Rouge is a burlesque show. So the women are mostly topless. I knew that's what I wanted to go see. That was on my list from when, I was, putting my input in. I said, I want to go see it. My line sister went and saw it when she went to Paris and she was raving about it. So I was just like, we're gonna make sure that's on the list. So great show. We were standing in line waiting to go in, which was really weird because when we got inside the building, we had to go up the stairs and then around a corridor, and we stood in that line. And then people who came in were like wrapped around us. And it was weird because where do we have to go? Damn. I thought I was going to get through it without doing this, but I feel a sneeze coming on. Hold, please. Damn you, got a lion. Damn you. You called it. All right. Sneeze, done. Hopefully that's just one and done. Probably not, but we're going to see what they do. So the line had to go back down the same steps, but on the other side from when we came up on. So we actually went up, around, and back down the same steps. But then when we got down to the steps, we ended up going around and then down another flight of steps. Very, very weird, and a lot of standing and waiting. So good thing I brought my flats, dressy flats, but flats nonetheless. I bought one pair of heels, but I actually didn't even take them out the suitcase. Bought 2 pair of heels, actually, both wedges, and I didn't take either one out of my suitcase. So definitely overpacked. And when I get to Italy, I don't know what was going on in my head, but the dresses that I packed that I really wanted to wear, I didn't end up wearing. I don't know why. I just didn't. So I loved everything that I wore, but as I was repacking for the return flight, I was like, damn, why didn't I wear this dress? I packed it. Why didn't I wear it? Damn, I wanted to wear this for this trip. Why didn't I put it on? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe because I had to wear sneakers most of the time when we were doing like the sightseeing and stuff like that. And we'll get to that in a second. When we get to like the bulk of the sightseeing. But Moulin Rouge was a whole vibe. As we're standing there, we're taking pictures, this long mirror, these two girls were behind us, and they overheard me talking about it's my birthday. And so they're like, "Oh my God, it's your birthday, you're a Virgo?" And I was like, "Yes." I'm like, "You're Virgos too?" She's like, "Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow." And then her best friend, her birthday was the next day. So I'm the 17th, one was the 18th, and the other one was the 19th. So we're like back to back to back. So they were there for Paris for their birthday too, just the two of them. And so as we're standing in line, one of the ushers had asked me if I wanted to get like the Moulin Rouge program, like the souvenir program. And I was like, no, because what am I do with that? But the girls, because it was my birthday, they got it for me. Wasn't that sweet? So I'll show you that when we get to Bella After Dark, because the content. I'll show you the Moulin Rouge book. But so sweet in them to do that. Like, I was like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that." And they were like, "No, we got to celebrate you, queen, because you serving in that dress, blah, blah, blah." Okay, I forgot to tell you about the birthday outfits. So the birthday outfits, I was a little nervous about because, as y'all know, I'm on this weight loss journey, ride. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm on it. And fell off a little bit as we're getting to the birthday. Damn, you got it. Like, here comes the second one. See if I can hold it. Let's see if I can hold it. All right. First outfit was a jumpsuit. I was nervous because as we got closer to the birthday, I started falling off. I don't know why. Maybe because of the foot, I was falling off. So I was a little worried that I might not be able to fit it. But I brought it because, again, gotta have options, gotta have extras on stuff. So I brought it and I tried it on, and I was like, "Ooh, are we gonna do it?" And sure enough, it zipped right up. So I was like, "Oh, the fashion gods are with me." So that was what I wore for the day. And was that the Louvre that we went to on my birthday? Can't remember. But when we get to the vlog, you'll see the jumpsuit. We went for more of a walk, but I think we did walk to the Louvre. No, we walked somewhere else. I can't remember. It was beautiful though. I took lots of pictures. You'll see. Anywho, it's a blur. It was a long night. And so outfit number 2 was a dress that I had previously tried on to wear in Miami. And I actually packed it for a trip I had taken to Miami. And unbeknownst to me, because I didn't fully try it on, when I went to Miami and I wore that dress, it was see-through. It's paper thin. It's a beautiful dress, wraparound dress. You saw it in my thing. But clearly, I needed a cat suit to wear it because I just could not wear that dress, not even in Paris, without something underneath, like obscene. Maybe if we were on like a tropical resort and it was just us, maybe. But I thought it'd be a little too much. So I was like, okay, cat suit it is. But remember, I was falling off on this whole diet thing. So I was like, how does cat suit gonna work? Sneeze, damn it. Nope. I I think I averted it. Crisis averted. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Take all the gifts that are presented. Yes, got it, Lion. And I did, but I felt like bad because I'm like, these are young girls, and they, I'm not a young girl, but I can certainly afford a program. Maybe, this is like a big splurge for them. I don't know. So I want to be respectful of that. But they were so sweet and they wanted me to have it. And so I did, and I took it. But can't show y'all this here. I'll show you during Bella After Dark because I'm skipping a whole lot of stuff because I see I'm over an hour already. So I want to kind of get to the meat and potatoes. So the cat suit. A little nervous, but I'm like, but I have on a dress underneath. Did Edna come in here? I see Edna. Hi, Edna. Edna's world is in the house. So yeah, thank you for coming in. Thank you all for coming in. So yeah, cat suit. Black, ribbed, but definitely we working with, quite a few things at the same time. here in Brown Girl Bella world. We're working with a few things. So wasn't sure how that was gonna work. But we did it. We did it. And I loved the whole look and how it was put together with the dress. It was very tasteful. I was able to, open it up. So you saw like the bodice of the cat suit. And then of course the dress kind of flares out a little bit. So you get to see like the bottom, the leg portion of it. And then I had, my shoes on. So it was very, very cute, very, very tasteful. And like I said, I took a picture in like a full length mirror. And I was like, you know how you look at yourself in the mirror and you be like, you did that today. Today you kind of did that. So I was feeling really, feeling myself that I was able to pull off this catsuit look because sometimes, you have a vision of something and then the execution of things. And sometimes I don't want to overthink. I don't want to overanalyze everything. Hard for me to say and funny for me to say, me being who I am. But I was really trying not to over Virgo this birthday. I wanted to be comfortable in my skin. I wanted to be relaxed. I didn't want, to be in something that was fussy and too much. I just wanted to own myself and my body in whatever state it was in. Because I knew I wasn't at my fighting weight that I wanted to be. Because like I said, I fell off a little bit. But I knew I was in a better place than I was a few years ago. Yeah, tis Virgo, always feeling sorry for those that want to give. Learn to accept without feeling guilty. How do I do that? But thank you. Wait, where's my little heart thing? There it goes. Did I get it? Yay! There's the hearts. I can never get that right. I got to learn how to work these things. Anywho, I pulled that off. I was feeling very comfortable, very at ease. I wasn't fussing with it. I wasn't even fussing with the cat suit. And that was the biggest part of my like whole dilemma. Like, oh, the cat suit, like, is it gonna be too tight? We're gonna put some Chanel highlighter on because why not? And this highlighter, again, I had this. So this is not new, but Dior has something similar where the blush is a little bit more rose, like fuchsia. And then this one is more icy. I was debating whether or not I wanted to get that because I have this. So I was like, oh, if I have this, would it be like repetitive? And I'm trying to really not be repetitive with my makeup these days. And I see like a lot of brands are duplicating themselves, duplicating each other. And I feel like I'm at a point where less is more in terms of the things that I buy. I want to be really passionate about the makeup that I get from now on. It has to really like mean something to me or speak to me in a way that doesn't that complements my makeup collection, doesn't like deter from it. Like in a year, would I still like that? Would I still be passionate about that product? That's the kind of lens that I'm working with these days to determine whether or not I want to purchase something. So that's what I'm doing. Hi Lou, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So we're talking about Paris. We're putting on tons of mascara because that's the one thing that I did a lot for evening looks, because I did not wear any false eyelashes for the entire trip. I didn't even pack any because I was like, I want to feel comfortable. I don't want to at the end of the night have to like take off lashes and blah 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 blah. Like I want to be able to use my cleansing oil, and I'll talk about what I packed. I think I did a video on what I packed for my Parisian / Italian getaway. So we'll talk about that at another time. But I was so overpacked with makeup, and half of the stuff I didn't even use. I didn't even use it. So let's get to some new stuff. So I did go to Chanel and I picked up some stuff. Of course, I said I went to Dior and picked up some stuff. And I shop for other things too. You'll see that in my vlogs. Like I was trying on sunglasses, and I tried on handbags. I did get one handbag because it was more of a clutch. And again, I'm trying to be really mindful and support what I don't already have in my collection a lot of, and then choosing things a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but more or less still me. And again, something that I will be still passionate about when I see it a year later. I want to feel like, oh, that was a good purchase a year later. And I feel like, why'd I get this? Why'd I get this? Which, if I'm being really honest, half of my stuff, I feel that way. Like, why is it still here? Why do I still have that? I haven't pulled it out in so long. Why do I need this still in my collection, in my house, in my closet? So I might be doing a closet cleaning and giving some things away, selling some things, just trying to be, again, mindful. But this is what I got in Paris from Chanel. Well, one of the things I got. And it is the new Rouge. So this is the new blush. I got this color because this is such a bold color. And this is like all the rage for the fall. When we get to like the fall trends to try, mulberry and those wine colors, and I'm a wino. I love me some wine lipstick, wine makeup, all of that. So this kind of fits into what I already have collected, which again goes back to what I was saying about being mindful of what you have already, and then supplementing that with things that will be passion points for you. And this was it for me. And again, it came out just before I left. A few people had it, and I didn't see any of their like reviews of it, but we're going to do a first impressions right now. Yes, I already have one blush, but y'all know me. I'm going to put on more blush. Duh. What you thought? You thought I was going to come back and be different? But again, what I love about this blush and what I love about makeup as a whole right now is even as pigmented as this is, the way it shears out on the skin, and yes, I'm using a fluffy brush, so that also helps, but look at that. I love the shearing of this product across your skin. It looks so beautiful. And it gives you like a nice glow as well. Yes, I have the highlight on so you can see the highlight here, but that blush is just beautiful. And if you're sensitive to perfume smells, yes, it does have the Chanel smell. So if you're sensitive to that, you might not want to. Ugh, sickening. I mean, I almost wore this yesterday to my sorority fundraiser, but I wore some other makeup that I got, and when we get to the Italian portion, I'll show you that. So, because their aesthetics are totally different. The aesthetics of the Paris women from the aesthetics of the Italian women, night and day, night and day. For daytime, they still keep it kind of, modest and daytime friendly, no makeup, but with a little bit more edge to it. And Parisian women don't really do that. They don't have any edge. Like I said, black eyeliner is as edgy as it went from what I saw. Now, you can go in some parts where it's like, they're back into that punk rock grunge era. You'll still see that in some places in Paris, but from where I was, you didn't see a lot of that. And they also gave me from their limited fragrance collection, they gave me a sample of the beige Paris, which smells incredible and probably is one that I'm going to be lusting and trying to get for my collection, because she put it on me and I was like, oh, I smell like a rich Parisian woman. And I was loving it. And so, she was like, oh, you must take a sample. I'll put it in, your bag with your other stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. I got loser stamped on my forehead because I know I'm going to buy this thing. Why am I even like going down this rabbit hole? But again, loved it. And then, you can't go to Paris and go to Chanel and not get a Chanel red. And so they have a new formula that is now out in the States. But when I tried it, y'all didn't even have it yet. You'll see me try that on in my vlog as well. But, ooh la la. But I ultimately did not get the lipsticks. Here's why. Again, being mindful of what I have. The color that I was really, really passionate about and I loved were two colors that I already had in my collection in another formula, but the same kind of color. One of them was, hold please, let me turn my back for a second. Y'all know Chanel's my first love. Y'all know that dates back to my dad. One of the first lipsticks that I got was a lip gloss from Chanel. And since then, I loved the color. So I had gotten 2 years ago now a coffret, which is multiple lipsticks in a limited edition package set. So in this new line, which is sustainably sourced, it is a lipstick holder, which is basically plastic, but it does have like the gold trim around it. But you can use refills to refill your lipstick. So it comes, the culprit comes with that lipstick holder, and it has a lipstick in it. And then you can also get 2 more refills of different colors. So the one that I had tried in like the satin formula was essentially this color, which I'll show you on the back of my hand. Same exact color. Because when I came home, you know what I did? I was like, I know I have this at home. This is why I'm not getting it, but I want to double check. So when I came home, I looked on the website, and that's how I know you have it now in the States. I found the color and I was like, oh, dodged a bullet. I got it already. So I had that. And then the one that they had in the matte formula that I also was getting ready to get, I stopped myself there because I was like, I have this in a Dior lipstick, and I'm pretty sure it's the same color. And this is the lipstick from Dior. Again, this is probably 2 years old. Lipsticks you can have for about 10 years if it is in a sustainable environment, like meaning not too hot, not too cold, so it doesn't like change its shape and formula. But this color, and like I told you, I'm a wino, so I love wine and dark wine colors. Now, I will tell you the Chanel version of this is darker, but I am pretty sure I have a darker version. Maybe not in Chanel. This is Givenchy. No, that's a red. Maybe it's in Mother Pat's formula. I know I have it. It's a dark berry, almost like a purplish berry color. I know I have it. I just can't place it in my head where it is. I thought it was the Dior, but this Dior is lighter than the one that Chanel has. So I'm going to keep looking in my collection to see if I have it. If I don't, then maybe I will splurge for it because I didn't spend all of my birthday money yet. There is a belt that I wanted to get. And again, we'll talk about this more when we get to the Italy version. But wipe this off. But I really love that lipstick, and I love the presentation of it. And it comes, the lipstick also comes in like a sleeve, and you can pick which color. The red one is the only one that's in leather. The other 2 are in like a velvet, but it's more like a textured velvet. So it has like the diamond weave pattern. It's not like this, but it's felt like this. And those are the other 2 versions that it comes in, and they're both black. So if I would get it, I would get the red one. I would get the dark color for that. I'd get a nude, and then I'd get like that. Where did I show you? This one that I have in satin. I would get that in the matte color. Same thing, but it's matte versus this is a satin. So that, I think, is it for what I wanted to say for this portion of the video. Again, I will put in the description box below links to the new products. Just to review, the new stuff that I got was the Chanel blush in the new formula. And this is beautiful, 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 beautiful. I think that this is the deepest color that they have, but they have one before it that I may get. It's on like the brownish side, but it's more like a light brown. I'm hesitant to call it a taupe because it's not really a taupe. Might be like a stone color because it's a little deeper and a little richer than a traditional taupe, but it is beautiful. I don't know how it will work on my skin, but love, love, love. Hey, is that my sister? Hey, have you tried the foundation? Which foundation? Chanel foundation? I have a foundation from Chanel. It's in front of me. Hold, please. Let me go grab it. Let me show you what that is. And I didn't get their newer foundation because, again, trying to use up what I have. Here it is. Trying to use up what I have, and I haven't even cracked halfway through this bottle. So this is the Chanel Le Beiges. Again, this came out, I want to say around that 2-year mark where I was really going in heavy with Chanel, but I haven't finished it. It's like I haven't even like hit half of it. It's a beautiful foundation. It's lightweight because it's a water-based tint. Perfect for if you don't really like that heavy feeling. You want something lightweight, but you want a liquid versus a stick. For me now, at this stage, I kind of like the sticks. So this new one is the one that I'm wearing currently by Christian Dior. From what I hear, it's getting a lot of good reviews from some people who have different skin than me, but are in like that same age group as me. So one of them has dry skin and she swears by this. She's used it in humid weather. She's used it in just overall hot weather because she lives in Vegas. So, that's very, very hot. And she says it works flawlessly. And she also used it in New York. So, New York is very, especially in the summertime, very humid. We got that aggressive heat, like a New Yorker. It's aggressive. And so she used it and she loved it. But what I was more intrigued by with this product is the fact that you did not need to set it. So if you notice, I have not reached for my Givenchy powder at all since we started this. And as you can see, I'm still matte. I have not broken out with any oils since I put this product on at the beginning of this video. And we're almost an hour and a half in. And I wanted to show you that, to share with you that, one, this may be my new love. This may be my new love. But two, although I love my Givenchy powder and I used it when I was on my trip because, I have a travel size of it. So I did use it. And it, worked, of course, flawlessly. But I was like, let me understand this. Why am I using powder again? Why am I using this powder if I don't really need it? So unless it is like I'm going out like I did last night and I'm going to be taking pictures, I'm going to be dancing, I'm doing a whole lot of things, I'm going to be doing all the things, then I will use powder. If I feel like I need a little help underneath the eyes, I may use a little powder then. But when you have products like this that are almost self-setting, and the other thing I will put in this category, but in a different finish, is the new Patrick Ta foundation. I love that foundation. I love that foundation, but it gives you the opposite that this does. This looks matte, powdered, refined finish, all of that. The Patrick Ta gives you a glow, not a grease. It's not overly glowy. It's not greasy looking. So it just straddles the fence between glowy and greasy. And for combination skin like mine, we can go from glowy to greasy real fast. So for me, I found that products like this and products like Patrick Ta cut me off before I get to that oil slick in the T-zone area. Look, nothing, no grease at all. And I have my lights on and nothing. Because, now we in that sweating to the oldies era where everything makes me freaking hot. So I really wanted to try this to see if it lived up to the hype. So far, so good. I could not be more happy with how this is performing. Okay, you said you couldn't find the stick. You couldn't find your shade in the CD stick. Okay, for shade reference, I am using 5N, but when it comes to Dior, and there are a handful of others, you have to try it in the store. And when I say try it in the store, I mean, if you're doing a stick, put it on, walk outside, walk around, come inside, walk around, take pictures both outside and inside in different lighting, because the lighting that they give you in these department stores and in Sephora, Ulta, all those stores is not the right setting to understand whether or not makeup is going to work for you or not. Now, me, I love to have a little bit more pigment in my foundation. So sometimes you'll find that I will tend to be on the darker side because I'll pull my foundation down to my neck area. But with this, again, it matches so well. I didn't have to pull it down. I didn't have to pull it. I'm going to show you on my neck so you can see, because that's how I tried it in the store. I actually just put it on my neck. Usually I say put it on the jawline if you want to get a real shade match. But look, where did I put it? You don't know. Neither do I. That's the brilliance of this product, the brilliancy of it all. And it is so lightweight. It's like next to nothing. All right, so I'm a 5N in here. But, and however, let me tell you, yeah, it disappeared. It's gone. So that's how I knew this was the right one for me, because in Dior liquid, I'm usually like a 6N. I like to, dabble around 6N area. Some I have in 5, some I have in 6. I kind of go back and forth between the two, depending on the season. If it's summer, I'll go for the higher number. If it's fall, I lose pigment, so I'll go with the lighter version. But 5N is where we're living today. 5N is where we're living. And I'm a neutral in Dior because I tried the warm formula on me. It reads too red. It reads way too red for my skin. And I have olive in my skin, but I don't know, maybe because I'm getting older, who knows? But I'm losing some of that oliveness. So warm, at least the formulas now, the warm formulas do not work as well as they did before. Like my Tom Ford, I am a warm almond in that. I tried the warm almond because it's a stick foundation as well. So I was like, oh, I'm going to bring this with me. It did not work. It was going to be too warm for my skin, even in the summertime. Who knows? So when is these makeup companies going to sponsor the channel? What they waiting for? I don't know. You tell me. Get it out there in the atmosphere that I'm talking about it. I tag them. And not to say I'm not getting noticed, because I am. We got a beautiful PR package from Urban Decay that I love. So thank you again, Urban Decay, for that. And I love that foundation. That was another good one that I tried during the summer. Maybe I'll do like a summer wrap up, because some of these summer makeup products we're really feeling, and we'll be bringing it into the fall season, because I really love that formula in that too. And that's another one out there you should try. All right. So try that. But yeah, 6N is what I usually wear in Dior, but I tried the 6N in the stick. It was way too dark. Hey, Nikki baby. Hi. All right, we're about to wrap it up, but I do want to pull out those 6N so I can actually show you. Because sometimes I can show you better than I can tell you. So let me pull out my Christian Dior. Oh, and I'm a liar because I don't have the dark ones anymore. Uh-oh, hold please. Oh, wait. There's one in the back. Yeah. Nope, that's not. Did I finish it all? Okay. All right, so babes, I was going to have this long diatribe conversation about how I am not using up my foundations as quickly as I need to. But apparently, I'm a liar because I used up my Dior. Let me check one more place. My drawer where I keep the. Okay. All right. Here we go. No, that's my Skin Correct. Okay. So apparently, I have finished my Dior. The only thing I still have in the 6N is my Backstage, which is a correcting concealer, but you can tell that's way too warm for me right now. That's way too warm for me right now. So that's all that I have to show you in the 6N. So I don't have any more 6N. So apparently I'm doing better than I thought. I am going through some of my makeup quickly, and I'm not hoarding product that I'm not using. Good for me. Good girl. Good girl, Shannon. Good job. I'm gonna pat myself on the back on that one. But there are several in here that I see that are going to be too warm for me to use in the fall and winter time. And by the time the next spring rolls around, it's probably going to be chucked because it'll be too old. So what I have still to do and finish is the 24-hour Radiant Perfection Skin Caring Foundation. This also has sunscreen. So, Dream, must we shake and do things? Okay. Oh, you have the same concealer? Yeah, it's too warm for me now. It's too warm for me now. It probably was too warm for me then, but because I used this and then I used a lighter concealer, I was double concealing, it worked itself out. But yeah, too dark for me now. So this is what I have, and this also has sunscreen. So what I was going to say about this is, if you like products with sunscreen, I know some people are like, with sunscreen it reads too, bright, da da da. These don't for me, which is why I kind of go for the higher end, because I know white cast is a big problem for us melanated people, and some luxury brands do it right, some don't. So you have to, kiss a lot of frogs sometimes before you can get your prince. I understand. However, this is really, really good. It's maybe a little light for me right now. Maybe not. Maybe. Let's do the side. Yeah, a little. It's going to blend in. It's going to blend in, but it's going to be light. So where we did this one and it was totally in, this one's going to stick out just a hair. Maybe not. Do you still see it? Just a hair it sticks out. For me, because I know, and I've been down this rabbit hole with luxury brands, which is why I started this channel. I know what kind of works and what doesn't work. And I've played the law of averages with, okay, Dream, stop that. I know what I can do and what I can't do. This I will use in the dead of winter when I have no more color, no more tan, no more anything, and use my bronzer a little bit more boldly than what I do now. Now I'm using like a big fluffy brush so that I can just smooth out the bronzer and blend it in nicely. So I have like a little bit, not too much, not too much. But when I want to really make it a little bit more pronounced, I will use a smaller brush for precision and blend it out a little bit more. So this is what I'll probably use. That's why it was in over there, but I'm going to put it in the drawer so that I can use it later. And then, because I'm an ultimate bonehead and I don't even know if I can bring this back or not. I probably know. And I'm not really sure what to do with this. This is the Forever Glow Star Filter. I got it in the 6. I don't know what I was thinking with this 6. I really don't know. But, ooh, just looking at the time, shoot. Okay, I'm a little over, but I'm going to wrap it up with this. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have gotten either the 4 or the 5. I got the 6. This, again, is a little deep for me. This is supposed to highlight the skin, warm the skin, give it a glow. So if you want to kind of have that lit from within and you don't want to put a highlighter on, a traditional highlighter on, you can put this on and it gives that same effect without it looking like a true highlighter. It just gives you that internal glow to the skin. Now, 6 is playing it a little on the deep end for me, but I think I was looking at photos and they were around my skin color and they use it. Now, I'm going to tell you, I can use this. I can use this. However, let me pump out. I can use it. But here's the thing. I have to use it judiciously. I'm going to put it right on top of my highlighter because it's going to tone it down a little bit, the highlighter. But this glow filter is going to also brighten up the foundation. And see what I was saying? I hope you see what I'm saying a little bit. I might have to turn on the light a little bit more so you can see. But what it does is it acts like a highlighter for the foundation. So this is good where you want maybe a little extra brightness. Like I'm gonna put some down the bridge of my nose, which yes, I did put highlighter on, but for the purposes of what we're doing, I want to show you like what this product does. It gives you the glow. I'm going to blend it in more. But it also, why I don't like this color is it gives me a deepness still too. That's a little too sharp for me right now. It's just a little too stark for my taste right now. Maybe in the wintertime, I might like it better, which is why I'm hesitant to say I'll give this away or I'll, sell it or whatever. I just think that it's not the right time for this product for me. And I thought at first I would go and just get the 4, the 5, and just have 2. But I have products like these star filters. Charlotte Tilbury comes to mind. She's the OG of these kind of filters, this kind of in that same vein. So if you have a light foundation, like I was showing you, the 4.5 of Christian Dior, I would mix these two to give it a little bit more warmth because this is a little bit warmer product. And then I have the lightness of the foundation and the warmth of the highlighting filter to kind of offset each other and give me a nice, healthy looking glow to the skin. You see what I'm saying? But for the summertime, it actually would do the opposite. It would make it too dark. It would be a stark contrast from the dark foundation that I'm wearing, and it just would look too muddy. So this one is best to use for me in the wintertime when I have a little bit less color than what I have from the summer tan. So that's it with the star filter. But that is everything that I got from Chanel and Dior for Paris. Next week, like I said, we're going to do Italy. And I'm going to show you some things that I got from Italy. Again, the women there, very different. They love color. They love boldness. Daytime is still a little, light for them, but not as much as Paris. This for the nighttime in Paris, perfect. You can do a deeper red if you want a really bold red. I opted for this one because it really blended in with what I knew I was going to use for blush and eyeshadow today. And again, I will do a quick after sip so you can see it in natural light with my iPhone. And that's it. We did a lot. I was going to close it at 1:45. I'm at 1:47, but thank you for hanging in there. Oh, got a lion headed out, but thank you all who hung in there. Don't forget to give this video a like, share it with your friends and family, friends, foes, everyone you know, let them know Brown Girl Bella is the place to be for Sunday Sips. I love you for watching, and until next time, you have now been Bellafied. Take care. I'll see you back here soon. Bye. I'm back.